with me. Walk with me, Lord, walk with me.
What it do? Just just putting a little stuff together. Just messing around. See, right here is my artwork.
If I ever leave you,
Let
baby,
me cut this off.
you can say I told.
Man, the world today, man, crazy, crazy, crazy. As I said, I haven't been on just to talk about regular stuff. As you see, every Saturday I do my little discipleship thing and stuff like that, devote some time to God. And this right here is just, uh, shoot the shit, talk about stuff, what's happening inside the world and things that's been happening and stuff like that. So this is some of the artwork that I've done, and I plan on putting some more stuff. Like to get things, all straightened out. But this is just a little test run and stuff. So I'm sitting there watching the screen and seeing. I may go through a little bit of different backgrounds and stuff like that. And here comes my cat. But anyways, this world today, man, it's kind of crazy. It's really, really crazy, especially um, dealing with all these political issues. And I mean, for me, it's not even political anymore. I mean, try to stay away from it all. I still watch and I still look, but stuff is really starting to hit the fan and break into our lifestyles. And I talked about earlier about wisdom, so I just want to just drop some jewels and all that stuff like that. We can't post comments to some destinations. What's that? Hold on. So here's a so once it goes up there, I'm just gonna sit there and put it invite up. Hold on. I'm gonna right now, man. We're just shooting the shit. Seeing what's happening in the world and see what's going on. Okay, here we go. Let's sit there and just look at what's happening inside the news, inside the world, and see what's interesting and what's not. Matter of fact, you know what? Wait a second, let me get back on here. Let's play on Twitter. All right, and stuff like that. So let's sit there. Let's play on Twitter. I haven't messed around with Twitter. I haven't been on my Twitter in so long. So all the notifications and all that and stuff. And okay. Yes, Facebook. I'm wanting the same thing. So let's go on Twitter and see what they're ranting and crying and all about on that bad boy. Profile Twitter. Okay. So I'm out there on Twitter. You see my J Da Vinci account is suspended. It's been suspended for a while. I already know that. But who cares? You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about them. I'll probably get kicked off again. Uh, what's happening in the Twitter world? Don't you keep me joying like you? Nah. Related pictures and statements, no one first press. Wow. Now that's something. Biden relied on notes, pictures, and statements to win the first speech. President Joe Biden. No, 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 no. Nah. President Joe Biden caught using notes. That's something. Biden said he was appointed VP later overseeing migration across the border in the north thing. So what it's looking like that they're making a transition into man, no, leave me alone. They're making a transition of Kamala Harris being a president of the United States. Wow. hmm Mexican president blames Biden for the, blames Biden for the migrant crisis. It's getting hot. I mean, it's really bad. Man, I really feel bad for all the migrants and stuff like that, man. But I mean, you gotta call it how you see it, man. I mean, he invited them all in, and now they're putting and these cats ain't even being tested for COVID. I mean, COVID's supposed to be a big deal and all that stuff like that, right? So if it's going to be a big deal and stuff like that, man, then we're going to have to then they're going to have to at least be tested because my personal opinion on this is that it's a perfect opportunity to actually respread the virus. That's just me. I mean, that's just me, looking at it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And spreading all this means just just spreading all this spreading this virus and stuff like that. I mean, the spread of this virus, they got everybody scared. Everybody trying to get the vaccines, which I really think is a push to get the vaccines, bringing infected people in, and also at the same time flying them to the northern borders for they can actually come into the United States. From what I've seen, it's like what 15,000 people. I mean, 15,000 kids that are there and are inside these facilities. From what I've last heard of the numbers, and they're all packed in there like sardines. Matter of fact, let me let me go to my past videos, maybe my past on let me go on my past stream thing real quick. I mean on my YouTube Joe Biden moment. That's it. It's late at night. I'm just chilling. Um, okay. Let's see. Share audio. YouTube. Share. Okay. Now, yeah, I look at a lot of stuff, but go to my
Glad you're back. The social media network Parler now fighting against criticism that it failed to flag threats about the deadly Capitol attack. Now, today, Parler saying it alerted the FBI multiple times to violent content on its platform. They even said 50 times that before January 6th. Attorneys for Parler making its case in a letter to Congress on the same day the CEOs of Facebook, Twitter, and Google were grilled on Capitol Hill for the first time since that riot. And it brings us to this question. Did Twitter, Facebook, and Amazon destroy Parler, the fastest growing social media outlet in America, because they couldn't control it? Joining us now to discuss this and more, Tim Pool, journalist, self-proclaimed disaffected liberal, and he's got a great podcast. Tim, what do you think? Why was Parler taken down the same day the president was?
Parler was growing too fast. It was creating an alternate space for many conservative personalities, and the pressure was so great. Even I recognized I needed to have a profile there, so I started posting a little bit less on Twitter. I still use it. I still use these other platforms. But the defining factor of whether or not one of these companies will succeed is critical mass. It was very clear that finally conservatives found a platform where they were gaining that critical mass. I think these companies panicked. You take a look at where all these companies are located. They're all in similar areas in Silicon Valley. And we've seen this pattern of abuse before from these companies. These guys know each other, these VCs. I would assume most of them are friends. It happened with Patreon, for instance. This is a subscriber platform where people who make podcasts or art can tell their fans to sign up and give a little bit to support their work. They banned a podcaster, a YouTuber named Carl Benjamin. When he moved over to another rival called Subscribestar, all of a sudden, they saw their financial services terminated at the exact same time, different companies. It's no surprise to me. Parler actually challenged Twitter. And what you see from these tech companies, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, they control the space. They control the speech. Think about what's going on with this pandemic. You can't go outside. You can't go to the bars. You can't hang out with your friends. All of these rules, you're forced to communicate online. But they restrict certain opinions that normal people have. It's almost like they're engineering the conversation, whether it's intentional or not. Parler gave a space to those other opinions, and they nuked it, just what they did.
Tim, it's almost you have a choice. You could be Instagram and WhatsApp and get bought by the big guys, or get destroyed by the big guys, right? Now, Donald Trump, within, I think, a few weeks, is going to be launching on another platform. Are they going to try to take that platform, whatever it turns out to be, take that down?
Now, this is interesting, right? I honestly think they did not want to remove Trump, but it got to the point where the political pressure was too great, and then they did. Before Donald Trump joined Twitter, Twitter was losing users. They were changing their metrics. This is my understanding of what was going on. And Donald Trump, I should say before he ran for president. Once he starts running for president, he dominates the news cycle. Then people saw the Trump bump. Media companies latched onto every single tweet he had. Since Donald Trump has been off social media and out of the news cycle, they've still talked about the man, but there's not enough. We're seeing the ratings drop across the board for everybody. And remarkably, seems Fox News, for the most part, has kind of just stayed where it was in terms of ratings. But CNN, MSNBC, ABC, everyone's going down. So I wonder, if Donald Trump does come back, will they feign a kind of, oh, no, oh, Donald Trump's back, but secretly want him to be back? Because his tweets, his posts means they can write all these same stories again, claim Trumpism is taking over the country and it's a big threat to everybody, try to get their ratings back up.
He might be watching now. He might bring that up with Laura in a few hours tonight. Kind of interesting. He says that, you know what, the more I think of it, I like the idea of a press release. It's more elegant. Maybe I should have tweeted less. We'll never know. Tim, thanks so much. Tim Pool.
Thanks.
tell them, yeah, you tell them, pick up the thing. But that's what I'm thinking. It's basically this older guy that people are really trying to get this. Test. Man, hold on. Okay. Can't kick this one off. Device not connected. Well, my internet's being messed up.